Hello, it's 12:16 and I've just had a shower because I woke up too late. The date is June the something, not the 1st, if that's helpful. Today I'm doing something that I've never really done before. I'm going to be filming essentially 2 videos at the same time. I've got this skit idea in my head that I'm going to try and film today. Try and bang out all the footage that I need. At the same time, I'm also going to be taking you, the viewers, behind the scenes with me, sort of vlogging myself as I do it. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, really. It's also the first time I've ever had to dry my hair on camera, but you know, I sometimes you just have to start recording immediately. But yeah, sorry about this less than formal introduction, but this is the behind the scenes of a Homeless Man Productions video. Hope you enjoy. So you really are seeing me at my most informal in this video. I need lunch. So I'm going to explain this video to you while I eat a quiche. What I'm fucking talking about. So, a few nights ago, I went to bed and I couldn't sleep because I was thinking of new video ideas. That happens to me sometimes, you know, when I feel like I need to make a new YouTube video. Sometimes I just can't sleep because I'm thinking of ideas. Not even for YouTube videos, but just in general. Sometimes I'm just thinking of too much stuff. I think it's because I'm autistic. It might also just be because I'm fucking weird. But essentially, the idea that I came up with was playing Russian roulette with an 18th century musket/gun. The idea is that there's this guy and he's got 2 guys that are like being held captive in his room, and he wants to play Russian roulette with them. So he gets his gun, but the only gun that he has is one of those like ancient rifles where they have to like, first they had to like put the gunpowder in, then they had to get the stick and like jam it in there. The punchline is that it takes ages to load the gun. This one guy, he gets a message from his girlfriend, or this girl that he's talking to. She says, "You want to go for a date?" The man then gets excited and sneaks out of the room while the other man is still loading the rifle. There's like a whole sequence of them like getting married and falling in love and settling down, and they grow old together. When they're like an old married couple, the guy with the gun finally comes back. He's finally loaded the rifle after like 70 years, and he shoots the husband, the spouse. And then the wife, after her husband is killed, she's essentially like, "Oh no, why did you do that?" And the guy with the gun's like, "Oh no, I got him eventually. What, are you sad that I killed your husband?" And she's like, "No, I'm annoyed that you cheated at the game." And he's like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, you cheated at Russian roulette. You know, Russian roulette is about, it's chance who gets shot, but you chose to shoot him." Obviously the joke being that she's more concerned about the fact that he cheated at Russian roulette than the fact that her husband has been brutally shot and killed. I'm debating having like an infomercial that appears at the end of a guy who like comes in and he's like, this is a metaphor for life and how we shouldn't cheat at games and stuff like that. It's a thing I like doing with a lot of my skits. I like to take a simple skit idea and just completely go overboard with it, or maybe even just go off topic. Like reacting to Love Island Until I Die of Cringe was a video that I especially wanted to do that on, and I did do it on. The guy dies of cringe from watching Love Island, and then there's like a close friend of his that appears in the corner where he was reacting to it, and he does like a memorial service for his old friend, and it's obviously played out to be very sad because he's talking about his lost friend, but it's just like his memorial is being held in the corner of Love Island footage. I like taking simple skit ideas and like blowing them overboard, you know, making them just like as far from the original concept as possible. Well, the Love Island one wasn't that far from the original concept, but you know, this one in particular, you know, it's one of those where I like it's like one of those skits where I just want to make it as wacky as possible, you know, take it overboard, you know, make it go too far, I guess. The last few skits haven't been, you know, that high effort, but this one is going to be sort of, you know, a bit more high effort. I think it should be fairly quick to film, but I'm going to try that today. And like I said, I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to vlog my experience. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get filming. But first, I've got to finish this quiche. Right, so I am doing my research. Old gun that you had to load the gunpowder into. I'm not the biggest, you know, I'm not up to date on my gun history, my gunpowder history, so we're doing some research into this. Fucking AI, man. Muzzle loader, that was it. It's on the Wikipedia. So, I don't have a gun that looks like that. I do have a prop gun, but it's like a small, like, pistol. Oh, look! I mean, I have a gun. Well, not a gun, you know, a prop gun. It does look a bit like that. So we'll just go with that. As I mentioned, I am going to be playing all the roles. So, obviously, they can't all be dressed the same, because even though we're played by the same person, you know, there still has to be some differentiation. So I guess this is the perfect opportunity for a wardrobe reveal. It's very clustered. I don't wear like 30% of this. Like the elf hat, I genuinely wear that like twice a year. I'll find something to wear for the different characters. So the stuff that I usually pick out, I have like jumpers and stuff, shirts, hoodies, jackets. The guy with the gun, I think he should wear this, because this is sort of like, this is like the type of thing like a knobbish golfer would wear, like one of those like knobs that go down the golf course and like, oh, I need to work on my putt. That's the type of character that I imagine the guy with the gun to be. So that'll be what he can wear. And then the two guys on the floor. Can this door fucking stay open, man? One of them can wear a basic hoodie. I've used that in lots of my videos. I can just stick that there. So that's the guy with the gun and the first guy, and then the second guy can wear, what can he wear? See, I don't think I've worn that jumper in a video, but I think it might be a little bit too warm for that. That's like something you wear in fucking like the dead of winter, when it's like 1 degree. I think I might just wear like a shirt. Well, actually, you know what? It's not the thickest jumper. I think I will just use it. I like this jumper anyway. I got it for Christmas. Rate the jumper, everyone. I guess now we've got the costumes sorted, and we've got the idea of the prop gun. Where is that? I've now got these drawers that contain my props, which is easier for my YouTube videos. You might recognise some of these actually. That's from the Dark Knight interrogation scene recreation. That's the hat from Confessions of a Box. That is the box. That's Billy the Box. That's the rat from the original Cheeky Scran. Here's the gun. I've used this in lots of videos actually. It's come in handy, and it was worth the £10. Yeah, that's right. That was fucking £10. Absolutely ridiculous. We've got the costumes and we've got the prop. So what I need to do now, I don't think I'm gonna script it really. I think it's better if we kind of like ad-lib. But I'm just going to try and work on the dialogue now, and setting up the shots, of course. You know you've made it when you got one of these. Playing Russian roulette with a 17th century gun. Scene 1, take 1, action. Right, fellas, up, on your feet, come on, on your feet. We're playing Russian roulette again. Right, fellas, up, on your feet, on your feet, on your feet. Now, come on, up, up. We're playing Russian roulette again. Come on, up. Right, up, up. No, 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 no. Right, fellas, up. Come on, we're playing Russian roulette now. Up, again, up. One of them's good. I think this is the first or the second one. Right, so we have just finished filming all the bits in my bedroom. This is what the aftermath looks like. We've got a tripod on the bed, costumes there, hangers for the costumes there, and tucked behind there. So before we go downstairs and film the final scene, because I am filming it out of order, we just got to clear all this up. This filter is so uncanny. It's like I've got expression, but no expression at the same time. It's absolutely ridiculous. No matter how many times you shoot me, that love will never die. God damn, kind of getting poetic all of a sudden. Why is my face going through the carpet? Hey. Oi. Rory. 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 Hello. Right, so I'm heading out now to do the location bit. It's the bit where the guy is talking to his new girlfriend, or he meets his new girlfriend over the park or something. I'm going out to shoot that now. This is quite a rarity. It's not very often that I do location shoots for the skits. The last time I did a location shoot was for the Death of Salacious Crumb, and that was in September, so a while ago. And I've got a place in mind for filming, and I can hear that they're playing football on there with the kids. So that's off the bucket list. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Thankfully, I do know somewhere. So, just gonna head there now. Right, we're gonna try and get another take of that where my hairline isn't being viciously attacked by the wind. Well, that was a fun shoot. Stood in a field, or a park, or whatever you want to call this, and spoke to no one for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's fair to say if I ever do this again, I'll need to do it with someone else. I kept on like looking around, getting all worried, thinking that there was like someone was going to come up to me and be like, "Excuse me, what are you doing? This is a residential area." But thankfully not. So I've now got the footage backed up on here on my computer, and I've currently got it in an Adobe Premiere Pro edit file. I do edit in Premiere Pro, and yeah, I think it's a massive step up from what I used to use, because what I used to use was CapCut. I don't know if any of you have used CapCut before, but I think it's an absolute piss take, especially when you're editing videos like this that are sort of long form and, you know, quite high effort. I think the thing that I don't like about CapCut is the paywalls. Most things now are locked behind a paywall, and you have to like sign up for whatchamacallit, like CapCut Pro or something like that. I checked it one day, I was editing something, I can't remember what video it was, but it was like I wanted to do a transition where the video like slides like in from the left. That was free. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll put the slide to the left transition in there. But then I wanted another clip to slide to the right. That was like behind a paywall. So a left slide transition was free, but a right slide transition you had to pay for, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous when I found out about it. I do still use CapCut occasionally for YouTube shorts, but I also use them sometimes for actual YouTube videos, like proper videos like skits. And I remember CapCut, like on that old phone that I spoke about, the phone that I've used as a prop in this video, it was slowing down my phone so much. I remember, what video was it now? The reason 1 human year is 7 dog years. It was that video. I got all the footage, and that in itself took a few gigabytes of storage because the phone was crap. It had some crap storage, and I took it into CapCut, and I would literally just slide along the timeline. And if this is the timeline, me sliding along like that, the timeline would literally go like that. Like, it would be so laggy. Then there was just the fact that all the stuff that I added, like you know, clips and sound effects and on-screen graphics and the transitions and audio, music, all of that slowed it down so much. It took so long for me to make the dog years video. It was insane. And I've been editing on Premiere Pro since last summer. Ever since then, I've just been like, okay, Premiere is just better. CapCut is good for just a quick video, but Premiere Pro is just the best, in my opinion. The best that I've used. I haven't really used that many other editors. I used Microsoft Clipchamp, which was like the pre-installed video editor on this computer. I used that for a few videos, some like early skits. I used it for like reacting to the brand new Rick Astley album, which was the first YouTube original skit I made. I used it for 2023, a short film, the original Fetish tier list. It did the job, but it was crap. And then there was another editor I used to use called InShot. I haven't used that for years. Like, the last time I used that, I think it was on the final episode of The Homeless Man, and that was in 2022, so 3 years ago. That was also crap. In terms of my actual editing process, I try to take time out of my day to edit. Sometimes it's a bit too much time. When I was editing 9 out of 10 Dentists Recommend, I looked at the time and I was like, holy shit, I've been editing for 3 hours. So obviously I do try and make time for family and you know, being sociable and exercising. And I am looking forward to editing this video and the behind the scenes one, because I just love editing. In terms of this video, the behind the scenes video, I've pretty much filmed all I need to for today. I will come back and do another update on this, maybe in a few days time or in a week's time, to show you my progress on the edit. So yeah, I'm going to get started on the edit soon, and I will see you in the next update. Okay, so it's now the 23rd of June, and just like that, the video is done. I have enjoyed making this video a lot, and I think it turned out very well. In terms of my enjoyment of the video itself, I would say that it is probably in my top 40 videos that I've ever made. I mean, it's better than fucking Lament of a Box. So yeah, I do enjoy it a lot, this video. I'm looking to make more videos in future, obviously. You know, if you have any thoughts on this video, just leave a comment, leave a like if you want. Obviously, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And if you made it this far, just thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, why did you make it this far and how? And yeah, that is it. That's a wrap on this special little behind the scenes feature. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you within the next 400 years.